The day I went to Brighton Beach, I was in my mid 30s, first time, um, and I was trying to. It was right. I was in the process of enrolling into New York City college system, and I was. That's a nice campus up there. Oh, beautiful campus. I wanted to go up there. Anyways, there's a campus way up 3 miles or so up past Brighton Beach, right? Me being on Staten Island, this is a clean shot. Just the subways, the buses, and you just do that. That's how I traveled for years in New York. I had a car too, but no. And so there was a lag in my schedule that day, and so this is anybody who's a nice normal person out there. There might be some that watch this. I don't know. You've got to know me by now, okay? So what I did was I saw Russia stuff, and I had my apprehensions right, because I'm kind of from the block, right? I'm kind of a little bit street credo. I knew, well, this might be Russian mob. This might be, I just know just Russians. They're racist. Some things about them, all right? The immigrants, you do. Might have biases towards a whole bunch of different types of immigration people, especially in big cities where there's a lot of immigrant neighborhoods. You go in the neighborhoods and you notice things, and you might leave with a few biases. You might leave going, okay, I have my biases, but I really enjoyed this about that neighborhood as well. So it's totally cool to go explore. So that's what I did. That was my rationale that day. I said, you know what? You're up at this campus. I really like this campus. I ended up going to Queens anyways to finish my degree for 4 years. But I would have rather gone to that campus up there, but it wasn't God's will. It's all right. So I went for the day. I'm talking, I was there for 3 hours. I spent the day in Brighton Beach. So let me get to the point. I know I'm dragging this on. What I did, what do you think I did? What do you think Heidi did? Heidi went to every deli and every grocery store that she could, because my foundations in my life were kitchens. And that's why I went to school. Back then I was naive. I thought, get a degree, you can do something good with your life. Well, look at me now. I can't even get a dishwashing job now. Nope. I don't want to turn this into that right now. I'm going to stick on the Brighton Beach. So what I did, I went to the big grocery store that I could take someone on my trip if I will not go back there. No, I would not live through that again. They will shoot me on the street in Brighton Beach. That's where a lot of the fucking KGB were. Before I split, there was KGB that lived in fucking Brighton Beach and in Brooklyn. Yes, old KGB school, old school ones. And right, that's when I started to learn in 2017 what was going on. I didn't always just vocalize it. I wasn't even online at that point. I started to realize, dude, the KGB's, real eye-opener. Real fucking fast what was going on in New York State and the country. Anyway, so the Russian mob's all through there. But what I did was I went up and down that main street. It was the R line? And don't get me on that right now. I can't even remember my own name. I went on the bus, because that's what you do. You meet a million other people, ride the bus and stuff there. So I went to the big grocery store. I went to all the fucking delis for 3 miles. I went to everyone. And what I did, let me just start with the positive. What I did enjoy was there was all these cherry candies, and a lot of these cool stores had a lot of import candies and cool stuff that you got to go to these neighborhoods to find. It's like going to a Polish deli or something. You find these things. I have no words. Forgive me. You know what I mean, right? Bear with me, man. I wish I had my vocabulary back. Anyway, so I did like that, but nobody liked me the whole time I was there. Nobody liked me, not a bit. And I think when I was in the delis, and I'll get to the delis. Those were cool. That was part of what I did like. And the candy shops and stuff, they didn't think I was a fad or nothing. I think they thought, I was some foodie, some New York Manhattan foodie. Who knows, right? They weren't paranoid of me. So that was out the window of why they were so rude. They just don't like you. They only like their own community. which is not good. And America made a lot of fatal mistakes with that. And the Russian immigration was not the only ones that did that in this country, okay? Look at us now. We got days left before we fucking fall, and you're really gonna know America fell. All right, so, but that was one of the immigration groups that settled and never pushed everybody the fuck out. Every fucking food store. What do you think I did? I went to all the food stores, dude. That's what Heidi would have done. And that's what Heidi does in all these neighborhoods that she goes in. These new cool neighborhoods. I hit the delis. I hit the grocery stores. This is how I have fun. But you wouldn't know that because all you've ever known from me is this shit. Right. No, I had a life, dude. I was this really nice woman. Right. I still am. Anyways, but what I did like was there was a mix of Polish or something like that with the Russian like cuisine in the delis. There's these delis that serve the hot a la carte catering and cold, kind of like when you go into Whole Foods, but it's straight out of their country. And that's what a lot of people like me like to do. We like to go and taste and try. So I got two big, God, what do you call them? Names, I can't think of the word. I'll just call them things. Two big things of all these different entrees. I got two of them. And because I had hours to hang out in Brighton Beach. And I sat at some coffee shop, a tea shop on the corner, and I ate, and I just kind of ate, nibbled, killed time, hung out in the street. They didn't think I don't believe, unless they're fantastically paranoid, when I was 34, thinking I'm a federal agent. I don't think so. They just didn't like outsiders. There's more helicopters. Fucking horrible here. But I went up and down the street, not on the subway, but on the bus, because that's how you're going to tour all the grocery stores, all the delis, everything. I really, wanted to be welcoming and embrace. I never go into different cultures or ethnicities with that American, I'm American, I'm white American. No, I never was like that. That didn't get me anywhere either. No, nothing good attributes about me got me the fuck anywhere in this country. No, it got me in constant danger and in poverty, abject poverty. That's how they say thank you for that here. Although they run their mouth saying that's what we're all about. That's our American values. When someone like me actually practices them, what happened? What happened? All right, so that's a positive about the cherry candies and the candy shops. They were like these huge candy shops. I am not going into full detail about the candy shops or the delis because I kind of want to get to the real juice here. So when I was going up and down, I fucking went up and down. Because I remember I went up and down and then went back up to go to the fucking grocery store. Which, I mean, there's a whole story to that too. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, weird. This was, about 3 years before I hit Al Qaeda and blew up, figuratively speaking, that Russian attack. So there had to have been some hot tamales going on at all these places I was in, but I was naive to it. I was up there to go to the community college, which is a beautiful campus. Okay, so I rode that bus, and I'll never forget it. It was offensive, and I just watched it I knew not to intercede. If somebody were to make eye contact with me, the black victims I saw it as, I would have done something to be kind. But no, that opportunity didn't arise, so I just observed it all. Every time I rode the bus 3 times that day up and down that street. Every time I got on the bus, all the Russian women ride the bus in that one strip. They're doing the same thing I'm doing, okay? They're going to the stores. Hello. All right, they're all on the bus. The women give it up every time. The women on the bus would do the most outright atrocious, aggressive, hostile, intentional shit every time a black teenager just got on the bus. A regular black teenager. And I'll tell you, the black teenagers in Brighton Beach getting on the bus aren't that fucking bad. There are some neighborhoods, yeah, in Brooklyn where I would be scared of some of those black kids. Fucking right, yeah. Yeah. But that's not where we were. We were up in nice parts of Brooklyn, kind of nicer, man. These kids are just regular urban black kids. You wouldn't believe the way all the Russian women, it was packed full every time I was on the bus, all the Russian women. If you want me to give you more of a dialogue about the examples, I will, but I would appreciate that you don't make me have to right now and just take my word for it. It was as flagrant and obvious as, let me give you just this example, and then you can use your imagination, as if there was a KKK member sitting on a porch and he was about to go burn a cross later, and he was all fired up and just hated them black people, and then a black person happens to cross his path. That's what I'm fucking telling you. I couldn't believe the shit I was seeing on the bus. I was like, whoa, that schooled me to how fucking racist they were. I knew it was fucking a whole troop of helicopters. I knew, everybody did, right? We all have street credo some point in our lives. I knew Russians were fucking racist, but I learned how much on that, listen to these helicopters. You can't have a conversation or think very long here. No, I've been saying that just because of the air traffic, primarily, and the construction sites. Whoa. All right, but anyways, no, but I learned that day how much. All right, so you know what? Any black person has got to know that shit. And for you to tell yourself, no, I'm down with the Russian mob, is you being so obsessed with being gangster, you'll do anything to do what? Be a rich white American, right? That's why you want to be a gangster, right? To have nice things. Right. To have power. Like the rich white American. Look, none of your shit here in America, none of it do I fall for. I have no respect for most of you. And this is why, all right? Go ride the bus in Brighton Beach. God bless America. Say goodbye.